Well, COVID continues to be a problem, obviously. I think the Center for Disease Control is going to make some announcements on that later today. I hope that they'll be more forthcoming with information than we've had up till now during this pandemic. I don't know of any reason not to share the information that the Center for Disease Control has. For instance, a lot of talk about people who've been vaccinated but then got COVID-19, the Delta variant, or some other kind of COVID-19. If you share those facts and figures right, that shouldn't be a big shock. As I recall, one of the vaccines had an 85% or so effectiveness rate. Another one had a 95% effectiveness rate. That would mean, somewhere between 5 and 10 and 15 of every 100 people that get the vaccine are going to get COVID. But the good news is the people that got the vaccine that got COVID have a very different circumstance than the people who didn't get the vaccine and got COVID. I had 3 stories I thought I'd share with you today. One in Monette, Missouri, near my hometown of Springfield. A guy named Cole, who was married, 26-year-old, father of 2 young children. His symptoms got really bad. He thought his family was losing him. It didn't work out that way, but here's what he said. He said, quote, "I just remember sitting in the hospital and just thinking to myself, you could have avoided this. I just don't want anyone to feel the way that I felt." That was Cole's quote. And then I saw in the Columbia, Missouri News report, a person who lost her youngest sister and her brother's wife to COVID, and having other family members battling that illness in the hospital. Marlene asked everyone to get a vaccine. Here's what Marlene said about her sister. This is her quote. "She didn't know what the long-term effects of the vaccine would be. Well, COVID-19 was her long-term effect, and she's gone." Today in the St. Louis report on a national news network, Kimberly Jones in St. Louis talked about her daughter, Erica Thompson, who had died, leaving behind a husband and 3 sons, aged 8, 11, and 12. Her mother, Kimberly Jones, speaking for the family, said, as she prepared for her daughter's funeral, she hoped others would be convinced that they need to do the right thing for themselves and their family so that other people aren't preparing for their family's funeral.